Hello and welcome to the Crystal Lightworkers podcast to aid spirituality and well-being using crystals. My name is Jackie Winters, founder of the British Academy of Crystal Healing, and today I would like to share with you the conversation that I had with the crystal Unakite on the lesson of loneliness. Hello and welcome. Today, I would like to share with you the meditation and channelings that I received from the crystal Unakite on the subject of loneliness. Okay, let's get back to the podcast and this communication that I had with Unakite on the subject of loneliness. Now, I personally believe that all the experiences we have in life are to help our soul know the value of truth and love. Yes, truth and love. Some of us just think we're here for unconditional love, but we also have to evaluate our own truth. Loneliness is an experience that can strike within anyone. You do not have to be living a solitary life to know the vibration of loneliness. People in a relationship can feel lonely. In a group, they can feel isolated. They can feel different, not accepted, and attract the vibration of loneliness into their electromagnetic field. Now, how long it remains there really does depend upon many things. First of all, it's full acceptance and awareness of the frequency. So some of us might go, oh no, I'm not lonely, I'm fine, there's lots of people around me, and deny the feeling of loneliness. Or they may not recognize that they're lonely because they're in a relationship already. And well, how can I feel lonely? Because I'm surrounded by people or I'm in a relationship. So fully accepting that you do feel lonely and owning it is the first step in being able to dissolve it, because if you don't own it, you can't move forward. And the next step is to understand the lesson or the medicine, as the shamans call it, that is required to dissolve the vibration with love and with truth. Now, when loneliness made itself known to me, I acknowledged it as a call to take my awareness within me to reconnect to myself. I came to realize that the clue to the spiritual lesson or medicine is in the name, feeling alone, all one, ALONE, all one. Okay, so a crystal that I find invaluable to help me release loneliness is Unakite, spelled Unakite. And when I spoke to the spirit of Unakite, this is what it said. Inverted commas, feelings of loneliness are triggered by different things for different people, but it always comes back to the same lesson. It doesn't matter what has triggered the feeling, the lesson is always to become whole again, all one. Unakite said to me, so when do you feel lonely? And my answer was, well, I feel lonely when I'm excluded from things, when I feel left out or apart, not connected to something. Unakite said, so for you, it is triggered by exclusion. Yeah, I would say that's correct. It's triggered by exclusion, you're right. Exclusion from a group or a family or a situation. Yes, I would agree with that, Unakite. I definitely feel lonely when I am excluded from a group or from a family or a situation or event that's happening. Okay, Unakite carried on to say, in a group or family, an identity is assumed by labeling yourself, say for you, as a mother, or as a man, as a father, or a child, as a daughter, a son. In a group, it may be that they have identified and labeled themselves as a student or a teacher. Now, whatever role you have created or assumed for yourself has an expectation attached to it. So the exclusion you feel is because the mental role that you are playing or acting out is not invited. It is not your spirit that has been excluded. It is your perception of who you are that has been excluded. So I want you to ask yourself if you have lost your true sense of identity by assuming a role within a group or family. Maybe as a mother, you have become so consumed by the role and job description that you have lost connection with who you truly are. In other words, you have an incorrect perception of who you are. You may perceive a mother to be responsible and wise, all-knowing. But the truth is that you aren't those things. You still carry a young spirit that is spontaneous and not duty-bound. Nothing like the mental image of who you think you should be. But you're trying to be this, trying to be something that you have created a mental image of, and you are not always true to yourself. True to yourself is, well, I'm actually not any of those things that I mentally believe that I should be. So trying to be something you are not will always lead you to the path of loneliness because you have lost connection with the truth of who you are. In a group, you may have assumed a role or even given yourself a title to give yourself purpose, and again forgotten or lost touch with who you truly are. Your purpose for being here is to get to know love and truth, and that's it. To get to know love and truth. And that's it. Everything else is man-made. Loneliness is a loss of focus on who you truly are. It is the immersion of your awareness into the reality imposed by the illusion that you have created for yourself. Now, when you understand that all identities are man-made, man-imposed, creations of reality that are not true, and then you will better understand that you are not anything other than just you. Yes, a mother is a title given to a woman who has given birth, but that's it. It doesn't come with a job description. There are no expectations of you, no rules, no regulations as to what the job title may involve, just a natural instinct that unfolds within you to naturally love, care, nurture, and provide for. But in society, in this day and age, there are too many books that are telling you what a good mother should do, how a good mother should behave, and what is expected of a good mother. And therefore you create an image, a perception of who you may be. And again, that's not your truth. However, with all these man-made rules that have been added to the identity of being a mother, it is possible for you to feel isolated from the truth of who you are and become lonely or all one, a lone person out there in the world. I know we have focused on being a mother here in this conversation because that is what you, the channel, needs to hear, but this is a philosophy that can be applied to every identity that is imposed upon your being. Everyone is born with a natural instinct, a coding that they are naturally inbred into everyone. So you will find that some people will be naturally into the arts. Others may be great philosophers or teachers or keepers of the peace, protectors, natural mothers. Well, you get my drift. We are all unique, and the world is serviced well by those that are doing what they do best, just being themselves. So when you become lonely, you have lost your true sense of identity and are hearing the call to reconnect with your spirit and what you naturally feel inspired to do. So stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to be what you think others want you to be, and let go of expectation, what you expect of yourself, and relax into the mind of no expectation, no conditioning, just an alignment with your truth in the here and now. You'll be surprised what you learn about yourself when you listen to your spirit. What surprises are in store when you become all one with yourself and your truth and your true spirit. You will learn how magnificent it is to be authentically you and have the freedom to just be you. You will never be lonely when you become your own best friend and your communication with your inner spirit develops to a profound level. A walk alone in the park will never ever just be a walk alone in the park anymore for you, because when you reconnect to your spirit and truly listen, you will start to light up more. Simply by enjoying the trees, your spirit will start to light up. Listening to the birds, the wind on your face, and you will feel connected to everything. Your spirit will then start to attract the same vibration, a like vibration to the authentic you. And new people will come into your life. New opportunities will open up to you, and you will feel more alive than ever, never lonely or sad. Loneliness is a call to reconnect with you and your spirit. It is the medicine of love, self-love, that will feed the collective consciousness and become a gift to humanity and an advocate for all those who may have feelings of loneliness. This is the medicine of loneliness, a call from spirit to bring you home to who you truly are. Well, that was my conversation with Unakite, and Unakite did seem to offer some really quite valuable information there. Now, I'm sure that other crystals may have different approach to loneliness. I'm not saying this is the only approach to loneliness, and apologies for it being all about what I needed to hear, because Unakite was talking to me about my own feelings that I have experienced of loneliness. And like Unakite said, really that philosophy can be applied to anything and any identity that we've created. So loneliness, the all oneness, is a call from your spirit to become all one, to bring your awareness back to you and reconnect with your spirit. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this short podcast today. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day living love and truth. Get out there and play with your crystals. I'm Jackie Winters, and I hope to speak with you again soon. Take care.